Hey guys, how you doing today? I got a new palette. It's Mint To Be from ColourPop. It has all these great light green colors. I'm wearing a work shirt today that's kind of a minty color green. Has a stripe over the same color. See, kind of minty green. Just so that I had an excuse to use it, because apparently I thought this would be a great palette to own, but then I have almost no green, light green stuff. Oh, hey, it kind of almost matches inside my glasses, but that's like blue. Anyways, let's do this. Because I'm on lunch break, and so I'm limited on time. And I don't know why I do that, because then I end up either rushing through it, or I end up having to finish it on break later. I feel like I need to get more eyeshadow base. You know, for the most part, I use concealer for this. And then I watched something from one of the many beauty gurus I watch, and he said why it's not a great idea to use your concealer for your eyeshadow base, and I was like, maybe I should quit doing that. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't matter. I actually really like my concealer. Usually works, although when it's hot and sweaty and gross outside, it doesn't work so well. Although I feel like that's pretty much empty, and if I really wanted any base, that's not going to do it really well. Anyways, the other thing I got is this Brow Contour Pro from Benefit Cosmetics. Do you remember those pens when you were a kid that had like 4 colors up at the top? Same concept, except there's 2 concealer colors and 2 brow colors. And I want to check it out. It's kind of cool. So you push down the one that you want, and then to make the product come up, you twist to advance the product. It's kind of an awful noise, isn't it? I don't know why I primed first and then I'm going to play with my eyebrows. So I haven't tried this yet. We're going to see. I don't know if this is too dark. If it's too dark, I guess we'll find out, won't we? I don't know if I'll like this in general. Like for a full-on color in your brows. I mean, the color's good. Color's not bad at all for my blonde-ass eyebrows. I don't know how much I'll use all of the colors of it, but somebody that I watch her lives on Facebook, she has one of these in her skin tone, and it came up as a good deal on a BoxyCharm add-on. So I was like, sure, why not? I'll try it out. That color actually is not bad on me. Is that the darkest color in there? It is. Deeper shade, lighter shade. Now, I don't get the point of having 2 different eyebrow colors. Like, okay, this is going to be kind of crazy because I'm going to do the other one on this side. Because I'm curious, like, is this one going to be too light? Like, this is the lighter color. I almost can't even see it. Like, why even have eyebrows on if... So if anybody knows, please tell me. What is the reason to have 2 different colors in your brows? Because I feel like this color is so light that you might as well not even have it on. Sorry, this is not... I should really use my mirror because it is not easy to do that. And where is a mirror? I'm going to use the one on the eyeshadow palette, I guess. Because that's what I have. Oh, see, it looks different when I'm on here than it does when I'm looking at a real mirror versus the camera. It is a little different. I'm still not sure what the reason is for having both colors. Like, there's a little difference, I guess, between the 2 of those, but I don't feel like it's a super drastic difference. And now I'm worried that this one's too dark and the other one's too light because I did one of each. I'm not going anywhere today. Do I really care? Not really, no. I mean, like, is it to put, like, do you use the darker one to try to put in, like, individual brow strokes? Like, when you're trying to fake that you actually have good set brows? I don't know. All right, so then you have the definer, which I'm guessing that's to go around the edges, like, to make sure that you got on the right shape, maybe, and kind of for something like for your foundation to come up next to. I really don't know. I've really never played with this. But then what's the highlighter for? Because then there's highlighter, which is a little lighter even. Is it supposed to be the highlighter closer? Or maybe just underneath here? Ugh, I always get caught in that scar. If you guys ever notice this scar when I'm doing my makeup, that's from one of my car accidents. My face took off the rear view mirror, and I was wearing glasses at the time, and the glasses kind of tweaked and smashed, and there's another little tiny one right here that isn't, oh, you can see better there. See that one right there? It's because it hit me above this eyebrow and under this eyebrow. I'm really thankful, mind you, that those are really difficult to see, because most people don't even realize it, or they're more likely to see the one above this brow over here, like just when I'm talking and moving my face around. But even that one is not that obvious. I actually feel like this is the one that's harder to find if you're not looking for it, because this one is much deeper of a groove, but this one is more noticeable when I'm in my face certain ways. So it's like, I don't know, it is what it is. Scars are just stories, right? Stories of our life. So I'm just gonna, God, I totally screwed that up. I really don't know what the point of this is. It's not bad. I mean, I'm definitely not bad. Although I think my unbelievable brow is faster. I'm not usually one to like cut in my brows and make it all extra super crazy. So maybe that's where it loses me, is in the fact that I don't really do that typically. And so, like, what did that really do for me, right? And now I have this super obvious line under here that I feel like I have to blend out into the really bad job of, okay, I can't even. There wasn't enough of that eyeshadow base left, so we're totally going to have to go with my standby and just say screw it. I'm going to go ahead and do the under eye too, because that way if I want to do all the way around, it's already done. So let me find the right beauty blender. I got these ones in my BoxyCharm, and this one is the weirdest shape. Like, I don't even get what the point of that one is. Like, why would you have it kind of go to a point and then angle again? Like, I don't know. I feel like I can't even tell where I'm putting that one. But I realized I do not have enough eyeshadow base on here, so we're just going to go ahead and do that. Because I feel like if I don't, you're going to really see that line really bad under there. All right, now, I know some people put on their whole face first. I personally like doing the eyeshadow first, because that way if there's any fallout, it's a lot easier to clean it off really quick and not mess up my makeup. And it really is a personal preference thing. It doesn't matter when you do it. You can do it before, you can do it after. It really doesn't matter. It's whatever you want to do. All right. Now that I feel like I'm much more prepared here, I haven't even opened up my brushes, and I bet you I did not clean them off after last time, because I'm really bad about that. In fact, look at this. They all can fit in little compartments here. The ones I use the most. Just loose, just chilling, not even. Oh, hey, my spoolie. Do I need that for anything? Just to kind of brush them a little, make sure they're in good shape. I probably should have done that before I did the brush. I'm used to doing it after, just because that's the way I do things. I need that one. Looks relatively clean. Oh, right, I did the cremated palette last time, so even if there is stuff in here, it's going to be light colors, so that's good. Oh, I don't think I cleaned that one. Need a fluffier. Is this one dirty? Nope, that one's clean, just in case I need a little guy. Oh, wait. I know this is bad. I'm over here checking out my brushes. All right. I really need to just sit down and wash all my brushes at some point. I even have a makeup brush cleaner tool thingy. It's right here. So you put like your warm soapy water in here, and this is your little, you use this here and it spins in circles, and you take whichever one of these, your brush fits in that side, you put, nope, other way around. You put this on here, your brush is in there, you put the whole thing in the little soapy water, you spin it around. It's kind of neat. It does not work for all the brushes, let me tell you. There are some brushes this absolutely does not work with. And those ones, I have to still wash by hand. But it does, in general, make the process faster. So, let's get into this. Let's see, what color do we want to start with? I'm not sure. I haven't really even swatched it, so I don't even know like what colors they come out. Ooh, that one's brighter than I thought. Okay, so there's a green spot on my arm now where I just squished a freaking ant. These little ants are everywhere in our house and they drive me nuts. And I don't know why I didn't have a makeup wipe out, because I always have a makeup wipe out because I always make a freaking mess of my hands. Because I test things like the colors on the back of my hand. All right. Sorry. And some of these do look like they're not so minty green as I thought. Like this one down here is a kind of a good Kelly green. Anyways, let's start with this big old fluffy thing here. And make sure I don't have too much in there. And I'm going to go for Get Fresh up here. The very, very light one to kind of start the base with. And I'll kind of deepen as I go. Oh, it's not as light as I expected it to be. Expected a little lighter, but that's okay. I did not grab any kind of a neutral to use up here. I guess we're just going to brush that real lightly across that and hope it's all right. I tend to have my eyeshadow all the way up to my brows anyways, so whatever. I don't care. I don't have the biggest eye sockets, and so to get any kind of cool style going on with my eyes, I usually have to go way up in there anyways. Alright, so this is kind of our starter color. Let me go to the one right below it, Seltzer, right here, and see how that one looks. Not much different, is it? I wonder if this will make my eyes look more green or less green. I honestly don't even know. I have an idea. Okay. So those two weren't a big difference from each other. So I'm going to actually switch to the blending brush. I'm going to grab Chill Factor down here, this deep color. I want to just put it in the crease. Ooh, that's a good color. I like it. Put down here in the crease a little bit. Kind of deepen that corner out here. And even kind of down underneath a little. Like literally just deepen the whole outside corner of the eye. That's what we're going for. Now, I've mentioned before, but I have kind of hooded eyes. And so I tend to do my crease above the actual crease. Which is another reason why my eyeshadow almost always goes all the way up to my freaking eyebrow. It's because I put the color up higher just so that it can be seen when my eyes are open. Because otherwise, with hooded eyes, if you don't go a little above your crease with the color, and then you have any kind of a thicker eyeliner going on, you literally just might as well have not put anything on your lids at all. Seriously. Now that sounds funny, but it's so true. Okay, I like it. Usually I would want maybe a little deeper of a color out there, but it is what it is. Okay, I have to check out these shimmers really quick before I put them on my hand. Oh, I just dropped my brush. Which one do I want? I think I'm going to do this with my hand anyways. So going into the one right down here in the middle, Freshman. And I'm just going to kind of put this on the inside. And then I'm just going to kind of here. Oh, don't turn off. I need to know what time it is. Sorry, my monitor was going dark on me because it was timing out, but I need to be able to see how long I've been at lunch so I know when to bail and finish on break. if I need to. I don't know. Sometimes I don't need to. See, that wasn't so bad that we dropped that brush. Where did I put the makeup wipe though? Right, so now I'm going to take another brush. I'm going to take this one. This one's supposed to be a blending brush. It's kind of wide, but it's also pretty flat. Which idea is it? No, it's not. And I'm gonna go grab the Mint right here and put it underneath here. Maybe I'll grab some more of that chill factor and kind of deepen the outside there and there. I was wrong. I need it back. Where'd it go? Come here, you brat. I have monkey toes. That's what we call it in our family. Basically, we pick things up with our feet. With just like curl your toes around it and grab it. I know that sounds bad. But it's like a monkey's foot picking up things. I just felt like I got too much on the dark. Ooh, yeah. I like it. And then I'm going to grab a little bit of this Play It Cool right here and see how that looks in the corner. Oh, that's brighter than I thought it was going to be. Might have to clean that up a little bit. And I did not. This is why sometimes it's not so good to go out in with your fingers. Because that did not work very well. But if I go back to this and the Mint. Kind of buff it in a little. Yeah, there we go. Like it. Now, I've got two different green eyeliners. I don't know. This one's great. It keeps losing its little color cap down here. That's the cap. It's supposed to stick down here so you know what color it is, and it likes to pop off. And I don't know which one I like better. Okay, there's that one. This other one is by Sugar. Oh, Sugar. Definitely the Sugar one. It's a better color for what the rest of my colors are. It also really needed to be sharpened because of course it did. I like it. I'm gonna do a nice wing. Hopefully, this is a really soft and creamy eye pencil. I like it. I think I could probably even get it down here. Yeah, I like it. All right, lunch is about over. I am going to line the other line, put on mascara, probably between calls. I'll be back during break to finish up the look. Okay, so I didn't finish it between phone calls. And if you hear the really loud noise in the background, that would be either garbage or recycle. I think it's recycle that comes later in the day. Because of course they would come right when I started recording. All right, so okay, I guess I did finish that eyeliner when I first went to break, but I'm going to use the Tarte C Surfer Curl black mascara just because it was already over here and I was too lazy to go get something else from over there. Why is this so hard to do in the camera? Like, I don't know. Grab. Why do I feel like I'm going to drop it trying to grab it, then open the mirror, palette for the mirror? I do kind of dig this one. It just gives it like a little bit of a lift and curl. It's not super crazy heavy or anything. Since I lined underneath, I'm going to go ahead and get a little mascara down there too. I don't always do that, but more for the other side. So this is like the darkest corner of my room. Because now I haven't set up a good makeup area yet since I moved the desk over. Well, moved the desk. Actually gained access to the desk. I finally got things cleaned out and moved my work setup over to the desk, which is kind of in a corner. As you can tell, the window's behind me right here. So if it wasn't for the curtain, it'd probably be even worse because we would get severely backlit. But the only light is a cam light up there. So like if I turn on that light, all I get is light from above and super bad shadow. So that doesn't work. I have to rely on just the light from my ring light, which is fine when I'm doing my makeup. But yeah, I've tried a few times. Like I actually got another bulb. I put a bulb in there just so that there was one in there because it had died. And I'm like, but when am I going to use it? I don't even like it. It's kind of crazy. I feel like I got something in my eye. Why am I trying to look at that in the camera? I can't even put on mascara in the camera. It makes me think I can dig some crud out of my eye that way. Oh, maybe there's not. It kind of felt like there was a eyelash or something in my eye. Oh, maybe there is. I don't know. I have a hard time touching my eyeball too. So just because it's over here, I'm going to use the Ciate London Watermelon Burst Hydrating Primer because I got it in, I think, Ipsy or Boxy. I don't know. One of the two of those things. Wow, that's a really weird container. I feel like I opened it wrong because there's this weird little nub sticking out, and then this looks like it's way too open for a primer. Like, was I not supposed to twist? Like if I pull, yeah, if I pull, there's a pump. Oh wait, I swear I know how to do makeup. I really do. Oh right. When I first got this, I was thinking, okay, first of all, it doesn't even want to pump out very well. And then it's got these weird dark beads in them. Like, who wants dark? God, really? It doesn't. Okay. I'm just gonna say not my favorite functional tube because there's nothing that goes down through the tube. It's just that weird little nub that goes into it up at the top on the cap, and there's nothing that goes down into the tube to grab stuff. So you almost have to be squeezing the tube at the same time as you're pumping the thing. It's not an easy feat. It does smell really fantastic though. It's a fantastic watermelon smell. So at least there's that. At least it smells good. Alright. Fill out that. Get a little tacky. Oh, I should use one of my new fans. So there's a company called Clack That Fan. Yes, I realize this is a ridiculously huge fan. You know what's really cool though? You can get holsters for them that have a belt and a thigh strap that are not only adjustable but elastic as well. So you could like really be like extra with your little fan. Let that dry that off a little. Let that get tacky. This is a reference to a Todrick Hall song. Girl, what did that girl just say, girl? It's funny. And if you know who Todrick Hall is, then that makes probably more sense to you than probably most of the world. But I love Todrick Hall. He cracks me up. Anyways, so that got a little tacky there. Where's my normal blender? Because I don't want to use the other one. There we go. All right. Just using the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop foundation because it's finally a little cooler these last day or two. And I can put on makeup without feeling like I'm going to melt it all right off as soon as I'm done applying it, because that is how it has been the rest of the week. It has just been ridiculous and I don't like it. But it's been down to like the 70s. The low 70s at that. It even rained yesterday for a little while. I mean, it was just a drizzly rain. It wasn't anything major, but it was rain and it was cooler. The cat even came in and cuddled with me, and she has not been doing that with the heat. She's been in here a couple of times. She has a little spot right in front of me there, on the other side of this little tripod at the moment. I have a file box that holds up my laptop to a decent height to read off of the monitor instead of having to look down, you know, because ergonomics and shit. And I had to empty out the file box to give her a spot when we first came to work from home, when it was actually cold all the time and she wanted to be in here all the time. I had to make her a bed, and then she ignores me half the day. Like she's more likely to come in here in the morning than she is in the afternoon. But as soon as Kevin gets home, all of a sudden she wants to be in my space again. Like, she's telling me he's home, and if he's home, doesn't that mean I should be off of this computer? No, it doesn't mean that. Not at all. He gets off work earlier than Mommy because he also starts work earlier than Mommy. Like, a lot earlier than I do. He starts at like 7. If I'm doing 10-hour days, I start at 7:30. But then I'm working a 10-hour day, so I'm still not off when she wants me to be, because whatever, she gets over it. I did not grab my concealer brush when I was grabbing brushes earlier. So I'll grab it now. Because apparently I am not that awake. Just gonna do all that. That's the Infallible Full Wear from L'Oreal. In the color Porcelain. I think this one's called Alabaster. This one's Porcelain. I was talking to my sister on video the other day, and she said, "Why do I look like an Oompa Loompa next to me?" And I was like, "Are you calling me pale? Are you calling me white? Like super white? Like, am I Snow White?" And she was like, "I didn't say that." I'm like, "I'm teasing you." But I mean, she kind of did though, because she looks like an Oompa Loompa. So if she looks like an Oompa Loompa and she's not that orange, then that means I must be like super Snow White pale, right? I don't know why I just did that, other than the fact that I felt like I don't usually put a ton right above my eye like that, but I felt like that pencil-y edge was too obvious on that side, and that I somehow didn't get that. God, I still have... Let's just say I'm not doing a great job at this right now. I feel like I'm not getting good coverage. I don't know if it's that primer. I guess I could have thought of that a second earlier. Although it did at least... Right, my chin looks like crap. But there's also a zit to cover there, and another one to cover right here, and kind of sort of there. I feel like... Oh, I know what I did. I didn't get my sponge wet before I did this. It always absorbs more if you don't get it wet before you use it, and I think that's my problem. I did not get it wet today. I'm about 50-50 on remembering to do that, by the way. So that just means some days I use way more product than I should need to because I'm a tard. Sometimes. God. Is this what happens when you don't do your makeup often enough? When you actually do it, you just can't remember how to function. I feel like, is it just the camera? Or do I look super cakey? Oh, it is not the camera. Okay, I don't know if you guys can tell this on there, but it just, the texture is weird. I thought the point of primer was to make your makeup sit better. I don't like it. But what do? It's too late to do anything about it now. Dude, I didn't get any of my big brushes out of here. I am just failing in general. Okay. Bronzer, blush, powder. Got it. This is the Ciate London Extraordinary Translucent Powder. See, now this stuff I love. I love the translucent powder. I'm not so much loving that primer right now. I don't know if it's just reacting badly with my makeup, or did I put on too much? Not enough? Did I let it get too dry? Like, seriously, what happened? I don't know. Let's hope that this covers enough to, or sets enough or something. I always feel like I'm in a cloud of dust after using this because it's a loose powder and it has one of those plastic shield thingies that sits in the top of it that kind of makes it like a shaker, you know, like a, I don't know, you know what I mean, this thingy with all the little holes in it. But I can never seem to get enough product through those holes to be able to pick it up with this to apply it to my face. So then I take that out of there and then I end up with way too much on my brush, and then I have to tap it back off of my brush because then I have too much, and yeah, whatever. I'm a mess. I'm a hot mess. Let's just leave it at that. Okay. Bronzer and brush backwards. You know what I mean. Take home the bronze in the color Oliver by The Balm. Yes, I'm still dredging it out of the bottom corners of this. I don't know why I'm doing this. I have a new one, but still, I'm digging it out of the corners of this. I just do that from the cheekbone down and onto the neck to find the color together. Woo! I'm almost done. I gotta be almost done fast here. I don't usually do a whole lot of contouring. That's like about the extent of it, unless I kind of go down my nose a little to the sides to accentuate that glorious high brow bone I was born with. Blush. Right here. Bang Beauty Smoked Peach, one of my favorites of all time. Ooh, got that on a little heavy there. That's okay. We make it work. So what happens when you try to hurry up, girls and boys? You screw up. That's what you do. All of a sudden I realized I only have a few minutes left to break, and I was like, oh, I want to have this done. I don't want to have to stop again. You know how weird it is to stop your makeup and then start it back up again several hours later? Okay. Ofra plus Nikki Tutorials Highlighting Trio. I do have that brush over here somewhere. We're going to go into Glazed Donut here in the middle. It really is my favorite of these ones. It's so pretty. I'm just on our high spots a little bit there, a little bit there. Ooh, that was a little more than I meant to. Let her balance that out. Maybe a little on the chin. There we go. Ooh, we are really, truly almost out of time. So really fast, where did it go? NYX Cosmic Metals in, I don't know what color this is. Out of this world. Because why not finish it off with a little bit more green? And no, I'm not lining my lips. I probably could have used a neutral, but where's the fun in that? So there we go. There's the look with the Mint To Be by ColourPop. Bye, guys.